So the DUSKBLOODS has definitely been circling around the internet over these past couple of weeks. First, we had the earnings call that From Software had with their investors, saying that both DUSKBLOODS and the Switch 2 version of Elden Ring were going to be launching here in 2026. I do want you guys to keep that bit of information in mind when I go to make a point later on in this video. We also have a brand new eShop listing for the DUSKBLOODS that's overseas. I'm not sure if this eShop listing has hit North America yet. And we also have a leaked release date from a Finnish retailer. And I'll be sourcing this all from GoNintendo.com. I'll leave a link down in the video description. But before we get into the video, guys, how about a quick word from today's sponsor? My name is Tanek127, and I'm a YouTuber, guys. In part of this YouTube journey, I have hours of editing, podcast preparation, live stream preparation, all kinds of hard work that is done here in the background. Outside of YouTube, I am a father, I am a competitive gamer, a casual gamer. I love playing first-person shooters competitively. I love raiding in MMOs. I love grinding in RPGs. I also love going to the gym and keeping my body healthy for my family. And I need a good supplement to do that. And that supplement is Glitch Energy. Glitch comes in all kinds of tasty flavors with energy supplements and also hydration formulas for those who don't want that caffeine kick. Visit glitchenergy.com today and use code TANEK127 to get yourself a discount on all things Glitch. Enjoy the video, guys. Gamers and game mets, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the DUSKBLOODS. However, if you want to stay updated on all things DUSKBLOODS, make sure you are liking today's video, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and let's go ahead and get on into today's topic. So, just a recap, long story short, DUSKBLOODS is basically Nintendo Switch 2's exclusive Night Rain-like game. We don't know exactly how it works yet because, From Software has been pretty, tight-lipped on a lot of the details and stuff. They've given some information, but not too much. But long story short, from the way, they've described it and stuff like that, I would describe DUSKBLOODS as basically Night Rain with the addition of PvP. And, in a more Bloodborne-like aesthetic universe instead of, the Elden Ring or Dark Souls aesthetic. But anyway, like I was saying before at the beginning of the video, over the past few weeks, the DUSKBLOODS has been mentioned, a decent amount here on the internet due to, From Software's earnings call. And now we got this new leak today. So the eShop listing's real. Like I was saying before, I don't know if it's hit the North American eShop yet, but we'll read the article here from GoNintendo and give you guys the information along with the leaked release date. Keep in mind it's just a leak, so it could be, fake. It might not be real. From Software hasn't confirmed anything just yet. Along with a new eShop listing, and this eShop listing came with new screenshots of the game. I'll put those up there for you guys to see on the screen. Pictures of, some new gameplay classes and stuff like that. A Finnish retailer has also added a listing for the game, and it includes a March 27th, 2026 release date. That date is not confirmed by any means, but it's interesting that the listing just went live on the same day as the eShop page popped up. So, while this release date is, around the corner, and, just like a little bit over a month away, and it kind of sounds a bit too good to be true, for something as exciting as the DUSKBLOODS. A lot of Switch 2 fans, are anticipating that. But one thing that bothers me with the DUSKBLOODS is it's a new multiplayer-based game. They haven't announced any type of beta or technical tests yet. And From Software, they always do these with their multiplayer game. They've done it with every Dark Souls game. They did it with Elden Ring. They did it with Night Rain. And we haven't gotten an announcement for any type of beta or technical test for the game. Now, it's not to say, that one can't happen and, the game still come out in March. They could, do the test or announce it here in the next couple weeks and, still release the game in March. It's not uncommon for, a beta test to happen shortly before games release. Now, the only reason I'm inclined to believe this date just a little bit is because, like I was saying before, From Software, they had their earnings call with their investors and stuff like that. They were saying that both Elden Ring, the Switch 2 version, and DUSKBLOODS are still set in stone for 2026. Now, Obviously, you would want to launch these games apart from each other. You wouldn't want to release, two Souls likes together. Now, even though the DUSKBLOODS is probably for a bit of a different kind of audience and stuff like that, I just can't imagine, like let's say the game really does come out in March. I can't imagine them launching both in March, or one in March or one in April. I would figure, they would have one for earlier in the year and one more towards maybe like the middle or towards the end of the year, or maybe even just like fall or the third quarter of the year. That would make a bit more sense to me. The only reason I'm inclined to believe this date is because that would make that kind of release strategy work. Release the DUSKBLOODS early in 2026 and release, the Switch 2 version of Elden Ring along with the additional DLC content coming with the game later on in 2026. While, you still have people, loving and playing Elden Ring, enjoying the content of the game and stuff like that. And not to mention, you have good old Night Rain out there still entertaining everybody. It's not like that audience doesn't have anything to play or do at the moment, but that's just, my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think and make of all this down in the comments below. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.